What's going on, guys? I want to give you a rundown today of all the modifications I've done to my BMW E30. Now, I don't know what I was expecting when I bought this car, but I was not expecting to love this thing as much as I do. I think it's probably my favorite car that I own and drive right now, and it's a 1991 BMW 325i. It's got 104,000 kilometers on it, and it's in really great shape. AC Schnitzer wheels. I'll start with these because people ask me all the time about them. I brought them from Germany. I had them imported here, and I think they suit the car so nicely. And it's just so satisfying to clean them, polish them when you get that mirror-like finish. Period correct. I could not be happier with these wheels. Tire size 205/40 R17. Now you can see they are really stretched onto this tire, so I had to get a shop with a bead blaster to put them on. I believe they're staggered as well. I think they're like, I want to say 9s in the back, maybe 8s in the front for width, and they make me really careful around curbs. Now for the body, it didn't come like this when I got it. It was completely stock, and I've changed the front bumper here. I've added door moldings and the rear bumper as well. It is the original white that it came with, the Alpine white, and I really like this original pinstripe. It's red and black. It's really subtle, but it plays off the color of the roof and the color of the interior really nicely, and I think it just complements the car in a really classic and subtle way. Front bumper is from Garagistic. It is the plastic bumper. It gives it that M-Tech 2 look, and it was quite easy, at least that's what the body shop tells me, to put on. And I've added a couple things here. I went with some smoked out fogs in the front. I think they just look kind of cool. I had the urge actually to paint them white, but I left them fogs. And these vent fill-ins, also from Garagistic. I was just going for a really clean, sort of all white look, so I think they complement the bumper really nicely. These xenon LED headlights came with the car when I purchased it, and I think this car is just getting better and better with age. It's looking retro, it's looking cool. I did not expect any attention on the road when I'm driving this. It's not possible for me to go anywhere without a smile or a wave or a thumbs up. It gets so much attention, and it's so unexpected. And maybe that's part of the pleasure in driving it. It just makes people smile. They just stop and take photos. They want to talk to you. It's a lot of fun. These side skirts and moldings came from United Kingdom. They are not OEM M-Tech 2. I wish I just held out to find M-Tech 2 ones off of Cabriolet. They are quite expensive. These weren't cheap either. They're fiberglass. It is not the best fit. Trained eye will pull out, will see the imperfections almost right away. And it's been 2 years, and almost every year I have to do some adjustment to get these to sit back on. They're kind of coming off, so not the best fit, but if you take a glance at it from afar and you don't really know what you're looking at, they look pretty cool. And I think you need it to complete the look between the front and the rear bumper. Now this one here, also Garagistic, but a little bit different to install. You do need some special brackets in order. This bumper is not designed really for this car, so it is not a straightforward simple install. You are going to need some special parts. They outline it in videos on their channel, on their site. The guys are super helpful. If you ever email them, they're really knowledgeable. They know the product, they know how to make it work. So if you can live with that gap, then you're good to go. If you're looking for a flush perfect fit, then it's just not going to happen with this bumper. Again, it was never designed for this car, but it looks really cool. Now this modification I did last year, I had these custom LED taillights put in. I wanted to kind of update the look of the car, but also keep it looking original. So I consider it kind of like a resto mod. I had somebody locally, took him a long time, wasn't cheap, opened the lights, he actually cut the cases open. These I bought on eBay, and then I had him modify it. I can't really show you now in the light, but when you signal, they light up slowly, kind of like a newer car, like think like a new Audi or Benz. They signal like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's like a slow flashing LED. It just gives it a really I can't tell you how cool the appearance is at night, and really modernizes the car, but at the same time keeps it looking original. I like when you mess with it, but not too much. You don't want to take too much away from what the Germans did back in '91. Some exhaust tips. I actually went with a full catback from Magnaflow, and originally them set a little bit too far in. I wasn't using my brain, and I melted the bumper just a tad bit, so I had my exhaust shop bring them out about 2 inches, 1.5 inches. I didn't want them sticking really far out from the bumper. I don't think that's really the right look for this car, so I think it's just enough now. Sometimes it looks cool. You got an old Camaro, old Mustang, having the exhaust tip stick out 3 inches, it looks awesome, but not on this one. So after melting my bumper a little bit, we brought them out now. The sound is quite nice. It is a little bit louder than I like. It's a tad bit drony on the highway, and I'm used to it now. It's an older car, there isn't a lot of sound inhalation. It is louder. One thing to note, it is an automatic. When I bought the car, I wasn't looking for an auto, I only wanted manual. This one came up with such low mileage, great condition, love the color combination. Originally wanted a black manual, I ended up with like the exact opposite. Now have white on red. But the interior, I'm in love with it, and it's such in good shape. I actually went out and bought a manual transmission to swap it over, and after one summer of driving it, I just completely lost interest. I never thought that I would enjoy driving an auto car so much. It's not fast. It's not a sports car. I mean, maybe it was back in the day, but this thing it's peppy, but it's slow. Compared to the Corvette that I have, the Z06, this thing it's fun to drive slow. So I decided I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to leave it as an auto if a friend wants to drive it. Not all my friends drive manual. Girlfriend, kids in the future, who knows? So I'm going to leave it alone. This center console all redone in leather. I bought this entire piece also from Germany. And it's simply too nice today. So you know what? Let's just take this roof off, because this is what this car was designed to do. Now this is some of the best money I've spent on this vehicle, is this armrest. Oh, I can't tell you how nice it is. You don't realize how important an armrest is until it is gone. It's aluminum finished with leather on the top. I got it here locally in Toronto from a shop. Called it for me. They're called Delta Park. You get a little bit of storage, which is nice, and one of the best features, slide out cup holders. I love these things. It's another thing that you don't realize how important it is. When you go for coffee, you go for stuff, you don't want to be juggling as you're driving. You're done with it, you don't want to see it anymore, put it back in, and that's it. It's not in your way, it's great. Okay, this thing's got full Android Auto. I can detail in another video how I installed this. I kind of hacked it a bit with cutting into the console, but it works really nicely. It's nice to have navigation. It connects to Bluetooth and Spotify, YouTube Music right away as soon as you get in the car. It now has a full and complete sound system. We'll see if I can fit the camera underneath the passenger seat. This is where I hid the subwoofer and the amp. It's really slim, low profile. I can't tell you what a nice sound it puts out. And then I've changed all the speakers all the way around, so this car is really bumping. The AC is ice cold. I went with AC Solutions last year, and I put a brand new AC unit. First summer, no AC. It gets quite hot here in Toronto, and it is sticky. I couldn't go another year without it. So it blows ice cold. That's AC Solutions. I think it's well worth the money. Ain't cheap, but really worth it. I'm thinking about redoing the seats down the middle with some suede, because even in the summer with the AC, you still get a little bit sticky and your legs get stuck. I've seen other people do it and it looks really nice. Interior, I thought I was going to redo it right away. It's holding up the test of time. Only here on this part here, I'm getting some discoloration. I think it's from the sun, and it's starting to turn like a slight, it's almost like a burgundy or purple. So I'm going to try and figure out how I can get this fixed and get it back to the correct color, this cardinal red. Now I'd like to show you what's under the hood, but it's kind of boring because it's completely stock. I've done absolutely nothing. I had all these big plans for the car when I first got it. I wanted, like I said, a black manual one. I said I'm going to change this one to manual. I'm going to throw a big old turbo on it. And then after just one summer cruising around in it, my ideas changed completely. It doesn't need to go fast. There's nowhere to go in a rush when you're driving this thing. You just enjoy your time. It's slow, it's lovely, it's classic. I can't say enough good things about it. And I think it's at a great price point right now where you can pick one up, and if you take care of it, it's in good condition, the thing is going to appreciate. These are not going down in value, and they're really, I think personally, that they're really underpriced right now. So I picked this one up for 14,000 Canadian, which is about 9,000 US with the conversion. And I've put a lot of work and time into it to get it to look the way it is now. It didn't look like this, but even from day one, completely stock. It came with some cool BBS wheels. Without doing anything, still this car garnered so much attention on the road. Now more than ever with all the mods, it's looking, I think, its best. It's giving me no headaches. All I've done is oil change over the past 3 years. I changed a power steering rack. It was leaking a little bit from day one. It got worse and worse. I tried a ZHP one out of the E46. I didn't like how hard the steering was, so I went with the OEM one for this car that was completely rebuilt. I grabbed it off eBay. I think it was like $600-700, and the steering handling just feels great. It's so nice. I changed the brakes when I first got it because it was about time, but other than that, mechanically it's been a dream. I don't worry. It starts every single time. They're really simple, these things. They're very analog. There's no, like the newer BMWs, I would never touch one. I never thought that as I got older I'd want older cars. I always thought when I'm younger I want the newest, I want the fastest, I want the best, and that has changed completely. Now all I want is a shark nose like 1980 645 or an old 7 Series. I'm so drawn to the old German cars. I just picked up a 2005 BMW E53 X5, so the first generation 4.4, and I have some big plans with that car. But I think I'm just about out of room in the driveway for vehicles. One other cool thing I've done on this is remote start and also remote locking. So it didn't come with it when I got it. It's kind of annoying every time to go and have to lock it by hand. But now, with the click of a button and a very cute beep, there we go. It also has a ignition kill switch because I've had some vehicles stolen. It also has dual GPS. I can see where this car is within accuracy of a foot. One of them is dedicated satellite GPS, and I have 2 of them because I'm very paranoid. So the 2 of them are hidden in the car because I always thought if somebody finds one, they're not going to think that this crazy guy, who the hell puts 2 GPSs on a car? This guy, someone who's had theft happen multiple times, completely paranoid. I never leave any of the cars out of my sight anymore, and I have it insured with Haggerty for way more than it's worth, because anytime a car was taken, I end up losing. Now if something, God forbid, it happens for the 4th time, I'm gonna get paid out. The only other modification I'm still on the fence about is air ride. I go to these car meets, I talk myself out of it, then I go to these car meets, I see one of these slammed on the ground, and I melt. I go home, I start watching YouTube videos. What's needed? What do I gotta do? What's the best kit? Do I want to show off all the work in the trunk? Like, I need to stop going to BMW car meets because they're really messing with my wallet. So I think that may be the last modification on this puppy. I don't think it needs much more. I think less is more. Just enjoy the car. When you have so many projects, at least for me, end up just running from shop to shop to shop. You know, I feel like sometimes my life is just moving cars around between shops. So at some point you have to say, that's it, that's enough. Let me just enjoy the car the way it is. And I guess I'll leave you guys. If you have any questions about this car, or maybe you've seen the other video, the 2001 Honda CR-V. I also have the 09 Corvette Z06, and then now the 2005 BMW X5, the first generation, which I think is a pretty cool aging looking car. You can always message in the comments anything about the car at all, any questions. I'd be happy to answer them, and we'll see you back here in the next video. Bye guys.